It's time now for the Beer Chill Midnight News on this early Wednesday morning, September 16th, 2015. Woo! Good morning, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins out here. Midnight News and I'm in this early Wednesday morning, the 16th of September. Here, top story at midnight is in San Pedro, California, where aboard a mighty and powerful battleship, Trump's message locked both might and power. Speaking here aboard the decommissioned USS Iowa one night before the second GOP debate, the front was typically lengthy as he took fire. 16 people were killed by flash flooding in Utah, including 12 women and children who had died in a torrent of water Monday evening swept by the tiny community on the Utah-Arizona border that is home to members of the polygamous sect. The only survivor of the massacre captured on live television last month in Virginia was most fearful the gunman would shoot her in the head. She said in an exclusive interview that aired Tuesday on Fox News on the record with Greta Van Susteren. Hewlett Packard Company, which is split into two listed companies later this year, said on Tuesday that it expected to cut another 25 to 30,000 jobs in its enterprise business as a tech pioneer and just a fallen demand. Executives from leading American aid groups watching the muddled international response to the migrant crisis with dismay called on the United States government on Tuesday to multiply many times over the recent commitment to take 10,000 displaced people. Morgan Harrington's parents were struck by the similarities as soon they heard University of Virginia student Heather Graham went missing. As Jesse Matthew charged students Morgan Harrington's death. Washington for more than a year. President Obama resisted meeting one-on-one with President Vladimir Putin on Russia and only reluctantly taking a phone call, freezing out the Kremlin leader over his intervention in Ukraine in their own. Hundreds of migrants have spent the night at the closed Hungary-Serbia border, with many facing a choice of finding a new route to northern Europe. President Obama shakes hands with China's President Xi Jinping from the U.S. and Chinese national flags as White House covers are Chinese President Xi Jinping's first state visit to the White House. China is still reclaiming the land in the South China Sea. California Wi-Fi evacuees return home and find charred ruins. A father who was found with stab wounds in an SUV with his 3 sons sat dead back on a charge with 3 with murder on Tuesday in Los Angeles, says Luis Fuentes, 33, also known as Luis Yantucci, was charged with 3 counts, prosecutors said. In Houston, 2 students were killed when the bus plunges off an overpass after the bus was hit by a car changing lanes. Seattle Police Chief Kathleen O'Toole was fired. An officer involved in the arrest of a 69-year-old man who refused to drop a golf club he was carrying on a city sidewalk. Federal Reserve interest rate hike Thursday could shake markets, but is likely to cause just a ripple in a solidly growing economy, analysts said. Detroit, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and United Automobile Workers Union reached a tentative agreement on Tuesday on a new contract that could establish a pattern of labor deals at the other 2 American car makers, General Motors and Ford. Las Vegas, the federal agency, has been asked to license a long-stalled National Nuclear Waste Repository is collecting comment this week in Las Vegas in the farm community close to the Yucca event to decide about the possibility that radioactive. Motors Solutions announced Tuesday that it will be moving its headquarters from Schaumburg to Chicago by next summer. Looking at the stock market report, the Dow yesterday closed 16,599.85, down 220.89. S&P 500, 1970.09, down up 25.06, and NASDAQ 4,060.52, up 34.76. The heavens are getting credited with billionaires as Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is challenging Elon Musk in regards to the race to outer space. Is it climate change? Reaching its likely minimum extent for 2015 Arctic Sea minimum ice extent was the 4th lowest in a satellite record since observations from space began. Hollywood Drive tries to follow eating like early humans and meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, and avoided all types of cereals and processed foods. With Sierra Nevada's snowpack at historical, should policymakers focus on capturing future rain instead of relying on the snowbank? Increasing the amount of time spent outdoors at school significantly reduces pressure on myopia in Chinese children over the course of 3 years, researchers show. A new study of approximately 11 million patients shows that diabetic women are around 40% more likely to suffer a heart attack than diabetic men. Director of the National Institute of Mental Health will join Google explained. Export Howard's life sciences team could contribute to understanding and diagnosing and treating mental illness, the committee said. Researchers suggest that 50% of Americans above 65 have low levels of vitamin D, as people from Ecuador does have the highest chance to be deficient on vitamin D. Study says that the older people must increase their intake of vitamin D with supplements. And Plymouth police out look for a man who knocked a pregnant woman around ground and robbed her early Tuesday evening. Beer Channel News time, 12:05. Time now for a travel report here on this early Wednesday morning here at Mass Pike intersection of 395. It's a little slow. Where? In Auburn. Down in Connecticut here, it's 395 on the northbound side. It is slow from before Route 32 in Montville. 95 on the northbound side. So from Route 32 to Route 12 in New London, Connecticut to do some road work here. 95 on the northbound side. Also through the West Greenwich area here. 120 on the southbound side. It's a little slow from Needham on Great Bend Avenue to Westwood around Route 109 here. Route 3 on the southbound side. So from Union Street and Braintree to Route 18 in Weymouth here. Mass Pike on the westbound side. So for the Boston University. Mass Pike on the westbound side. So around Route 120 Weston. 120 on the northbound side. Also around the Mass Pike in Weston here. 290 on the westbound side. So before the Mass Pike in 395 in Auburn here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on this early Wednesday morning here. And look at that. MBTA alerts here. Green Line Express model westbound delays due to stable train at 9 station. On the Cabana Rail, it's looking good. Ferries. All human haul ferry trips will be rerouted about 14 days due to scheduled Long Island Bridge construction out in 3 to 8 minutes of travel. Peter Channel News time, 12:06, 10 for a weather report here. Tonight, close sky, about 56 degrees of light northwest wind. Wednesday, south sky, high at 82 degrees of cowboy becoming westbound 5 miles in the afternoon near. With that, Petrograd got to 5 miles, close sky, about 58 degrees in light southwest wind. Thursday, Petrograd Fort 9 a.m. west, south sky, high about 86 degrees in calm wind becoming southwest wind 5 to 7 miles in the afternoon here. With that, Petrograd after 3 a.m. west, most close sky, about 57 degrees at south and about 5 miles coming in the evening here. Friday, Petrobras for 9 a.m. west. Sunday, Podcast high about 83 about 62 degrees. Saturday, both Sunday Podcast high about 81 about 61 degrees. Sunday, Chechen shots between 8 and 4 p.m. with some parts. Sunday Podcast high about 67 about 54 degrees. Chet makes the third set, and for Monday, both Sunday both Coast high about 6 about 50 degrees. And for Tuesday, both Sundays high about 70 degrees. Not temperature at 12:07, steady there. 58 degrees with fair sky, humidity 9%. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel. Midnight news on this early Wednesday morning, September 16, 2015, Pierce Hour. Good night. I'll see you later this morning for more report. Good night.